from the back seat. Show your face. So we are on a trip to Lowe's to get some more material for our garden bed, because we're making 3 more garden raised beds this weekend.
The little girl in the back, that's her favorite store, Lowe's. I'm just kidding.
Not
she
really.
does not like it. We spend a lot of time there.
But first, before any good trip must start, we are going to Dunkin' Donuts to get us some donuts and coffee.
Can I get a thumbs up for the Dunkin' Donuts, little girl?
We're here.
It's Dunkin' Donut time. Yay!
Okay, so now that the important business is taken care of, on to Lowe's, and we just thought we would show you what all goes into building the bed and what materials we buy and how we put these beds together. So
Come along for the ride. We got mulch. 5 for 10.
I like wearing masks after I eat because I can't see the stuff in my teeth.
here's our first item on the list. These rough cut 1x6x16s. It takes 5 of these to make a bed, and we're going to be making 3 beds, so we're needing 15 of these today.
Oh wow.
Okay.
We've got stuff that's on that side and this side, so I think we need to go get a flat and go out and get all our peat and our blood meal and come back here and get the wood after that.
Okay. There's 2 inch right there. 2.5 inch? Okay. So what are you getting?
I'm getting the 2.5 inch by 9 exterior screws. They make them in green and yellow. Doesn't really matter. They're both for exterior. This basically says wood construction screws. This one does too. So this is what I've been using, so I'm going to use it. They hold together real well.
So while Mr. Homestead's looking for a flat, Because we bought our truckload of garden soil, all we're doing is buying amendments for the beds, and that would be peat moss and black cow. Yes. Are you gonna get black cow or mushroom compost?
What do you want?
The mushroom compost is
Actually more expensive now.
Need some help?
oh, is it?
I'm good. Okay, thanks.
Let's just go with the black cow. So we're putting 2 of these per bed. That's why we're getting 6 since we're doing 3 beds. They're right here. So these landscaping pins, we're gonna get a couple of these. I'm actually gonna get 3. This goofball here with the pool noodles. Checking our list, checking it twice. What do we need?
We're going to go get some blood meal.
Okay.
And I think when we go down this way, there's going to be some hoses, and we can get a Y and another hose for our garden's getting so big. The one sprinkler's not doing it, so we're going to put a Y so we can turn it on and off different zones. And I think in the near future, we're going to have to get our landscaper to come out and get us some irrigation there. But for right now, this is what we're using. Come with us. That's a 50 foot for $24. It's got Never King technology. I don't know what the difference is, but
That's a max, and that's a heavy duty.
the medium garden hose. I don't think we need a medium. We're using max for the pressure that we have.
What's the difference in price between?
35 and 24.
That's probably good enough. The $24 one.
Oh, this is heavy duty. That's contractor. That's why. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And we'll just get this.
And then
We need a Y.
like this.
I need a good Y. Yeah, that looks good.
All right. So,
Blood meal.
lead meal, our staple for all the garden beds.
That's only one. I don't see.
Here it
that
is,
one.
right here. Right here.
Oh,
That one was out of place, but yeah.
I'm editing our list.
Okay.
That way I don't have to search through it. You know what?
What?
We need zip ties. I don't know where they would be.
Probably back in the hardware part where we were. Is that it? Zip ties and lumber?
Well, we got bales of hay, but we can't get it
Right.
here. But we've got the 16-foot boards, the 4x4s, zip ties, and then we can get the bales of hay somewhere else.
Got it.
All right. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
You're good.
Wait,
So these are 8 inches. I think those will go around.
I think so. I mean, they don't need to be super huge. It's going around.
So I think these will be long enough. They're 8 inches, and they basically just need to go around the T-post and the cattle panel. So I think the 8 inches will be fine.
Yeah, this isn't like actually part of what's necessary for building the bed, but if you use cattle panels for trellises, we use a lot of these zip ties.
Well, and the other reason is because we didn't put all the zip ties on the last cattle panel,
Yeah.
so we've got to buy these.
So that's what we're doing that for. But it's not part of bed construction. Go. Push, Anna. Come on. Use your muscles.
I'm not worried about her muscles, I'm worried about her braking power.
No.
well,
So, we left one very important thing out. I left the wallet in the truck. So we're going back to the truck to get the wallet. That's one of the things you need when you build garden beds is a wallet.
I didn't know that.
Oh shoot. Oh, what's this?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. Let's go. Alright.
And when we get it home, we got to build a bed. Think about the fun.
What do you got?
Huh?
What do you got there?
So I have 3 4x4 posts that are 8 foot long. These are going to be for the braces on the corners and the mid part.
So it takes one 4x4 per bed.
Yes.
Okay. Wait in the checkout line now. Oh, I made a face and it wasn't even on. Leave it right there and then we can load it up. We're loaded up.
We're loaded up. I've done my part now. Miss Homestead needs to unload it and build garden beds.
Build the garden beds. Okay.
Well, Anna can help because Anna just videoed while we were doing it.
All right, so we're headed home. I'll see you back at the house.
So on the way back home, On a side note, it is crazy at Lowe's. There are people everywhere. You can't even get out. I'm like 6 cars deep trying to get out of the parking lot. But on the way home, I'm thinking, so while we use the 1x6 by 16 foot boards to make 16 foot runs, we also have to have the ends 4 foot wide. So I got to make sure that my circular saw, I have a cordless circular saw. I got to have that charged up. And I got to make sure that my screw guns are charged up. And then we've got to lay out the plastic, undo the plastic where the corn is. Because, did we say on the last one, corn is our nemesis? We can't grow corn. So, just want to make sure there's a lot of prep work that has to be done. We have to offload this, but before I offload it, I'm going to put my batteries on the charger, make sure everything's ready to go. Because the one thing that's the most frustrating is when you're starting a bed and you're working on the bed, and right in the middle of it, you hear that sound, and the battery goes dead. And you're almost finished, so I don't want that to happen. We want to get it done, get it over with, so we can start growing some greens, some watermelons. Can't wait for the watermelons, the pumpkins. So stay tuned. Hopefully we only live probably 15 minutes from home, but where the traffic is, we'll probably be home in about an hour.
One of the things with these boards, the trick is they're 16 foot long, and so there's so much hanging off the back of this bed of this truck. They bounce pretty bad. We're always worried about one like bouncing so much it breaks in two or something on the road. But we made it home safely with them. But we like the 16 foot boards because it just gives us lots of garden space, garden area. To the feed store to get us some bales of hay for the bottom layer of our raised beds. We put about 2 bales per bed in the bottom. Okay. We only bought 5 bales of hay because we had one left over from something, I don't know, that we didn't use. Yeah, I know. But we still have 6 total. We buy the cheapest hay we can get. We even sometimes find, like, if they have last year's hay, or even moldy hay, whatever, because all we're going to use it for is to break it down. Like, it's going to become compost anyway, so it doesn't matter. So don't spend a lot of money on the hay that you're going to use for the bottom of your beds. But it just puts some good organic matter in your dirt, we feel like. Plus it's a good filler to not have to put so much dirt. All right. One of the first things that we're doing, Mr. Homestead's doing, is we had a low spot in the yard, and so we are filling that in just with some dirt. Another thing is, because this corn just didn't work, we're pulling up we're going to be using that in between the beds. So we may be making some adjustments this time with as far as inside the bed. I think we're going to be using cardboard boxes as a weed barrier this time. So here we go.
So much work on this, so disappointing.
Okay, so step one is to get this ground cover laid. Now we do have a little bit of a problem because we're reusing this ground cover, and this is the one that we burned the holes in for the corn. So what we're probably going to do is just take cardboard and lay over the top of those holes so it acts as a weed barrier. Now we've run out and we're going to have to get some more for the bed that we put over here, but we are going to take the pieces that we have left over and kind of piece it together on this one. And so today we will have enough to do 2 full beds.